What's up, y'all? This is Dubitdown. Basically, just making a quick video to tell y'all that, I'm not really motivated enough to get any more, do any more albums. I hit album 72 maybe a week or two ago, and that was all freestyle albums. I never written, never mixed, never edited any of my music. I did a little something, something to it. I tell you what I did is after I got the files from YouTube, I made them into MP3s, and then I added bass to the MP3 program. I turned it up a few notches on that because I recorded on a digital camera. So what I did is add bass to MP3 program so they sound like I'm in a bigger room filled with bass. And then I sped up my vocals to 1.25 times speed on the pitch. So that's all I did on my editing, mixing, and my no writings on all 903 of my songs. But the thing is, I'm gonna have to get some more subs on both my YouTube channels before I continue to make more music. Before I put album 73 out, you know, I I, I came a long way, and part of it was inside of me that had to come out. I had to make albums to get the music out there, get it heard or whatnot. But I'm not getting enough. I got enough right now to basically retire off of. If I let the numbers build up and run ads and do that, then I can take it easy. I don't really have to make too much more. But if the fans, I tell you what, if the fans start showing me more love, more comments, more follows, or more subs, then, maybe I'll come out of retirement. But as far as I'm concerned, I got to get maybe I'll make a video, maybe I'll do an update around 500 subs, maybe 1,000, but I don't really have too much more for you guys. I'm glad you guys tuned in for my channel. There's a lot of cool things on my channel, so feel free to browse everything. You can become a super fan. Watch every video of mine if you want. I have 2,000 videos on both, and that's including both my channels. I have about approximately 2,100 videos, and only a few of them are the same from both channels. Only about maybe 100 videos are the same video on both channels. But the rest of them, so that's about 1,900 original, videos that I made. And I haven't spoke about this too much on my YouTube, but I'm not getting hardly any traction at all. So I'm basically good to retire. All I got to do is basically, run some advertisements on my website, and my numbers will continue to grow eventually over time. But I kind of wanted more followers. I wanted to be heard a little bit more. So when my numbers go up, who knows? Maybe I'll come out of retirement and make another album. But if you're a super fan of mine, you could definitely, sub my channels if you're a super fan. Maybe you're watching me in the shadows. Maybe you think about subbing me. Maybe you haven't. But no pressure. You can if you want though. But because I got a lot of good songs. I've been making music for 10 years, so I started as a hobbyist rapping, and then I invented a new genre of music called tronstep, which is what I explained earlier: no writing, no mixing, and no editing on all 900 of my songs. And doing them in the way on my digital camera, and then adding bass to the MP3 program, then speeding it up to 1.25. That's my whole process on making my music. And I did it out of my laptop, which is I'll turn the camera around for a second, which is right there if you can see that. And then I got this screen as well with the. So that's my whole recording studio. I don't know how good that came in because I turned the camera around, so I wasn't really able to see too good, but hopefully that showed you what it looks like. But that's my whole recording studio, $30 recording studio, because the camera cost 30. Everything else was like, the laptop was a gift for Christmas a few years ago. The monitor I had, the keyboard I had from my old computer. I plugged everything into each other. So my laptop monitor shows up on this monitor over here, if you can see that. So that's my laptop right there. And then over here we got another monitor that just plugs in right there. And then my camera plugs in right there. So that's my whole setup. But basically my recording studio cost me $30 to get it up and running properly. But don't knock my $30 recording studio, because let's just face it, I'm a platinum producer at this point in time. When I had over 20 million hits on 3 songs on TikTok, they're eventually gonna have to send me a plaque or something. Cause I already did 20 million on TikTok, which the numbers never show up, but you could tell that, they're like, they didn't pay me for it, but you could tell eventually they're gonna have to pay for some of my songs, because I got like over 200 hits. So they stopped me from, my song did go semi-viral. It was getting 1 million views a week on the 3 songs. It slowed down. Now it's at 40,000 a week. But I was getting a lot of views on just the audio files of the video. It wasn't even a video I made. It was just the audio uploadings were getting 1 million a week. So, basically, let's face it, I'm a platinum producer, $30 camera, not much of the story to tell because I've told it already. I told you about my difficulties with alcohol, why musicians shouldn't drink. I talk about a lot of good things on my creator topics that I have under my playlist. I talk about a lot of things, but I don't get the traction I need to keep making videos like every single day. I'll make a couple content creator videos eventually, when the time is right. When I feel like something pops in my head, I'll make a video. But right now with my music, I'm not making any more music till I get 500 to 1,000 subs on both at least one of my official artist channel. When I get 500 subs, maybe I'll make a 73rd album. But I'm not doing none of that right now. I'm at a point where, I built up so much that I sell my whole catalog of music on a USB drive for $100, and that's 900 songs. So I built it up over 10 years to get that caliber of music and get that pedigree of music to where I could sell it for, in quantity and quality of the music, that I could give you every song that I made for 11 cents a song. So that's better than Apple, Amazon, and all the other streaming networks want to charge you $1 a download. So I'm giving them to you at 11 cents a song. So basically, it doesn't seem that way because I'm selling a USB drive. I'll show you real quick. Selling a USB drive for, $100 on eBay. So my link will be in the description if you're interested in this, and I got other cool stuff on my website as well. But if you're doing these, it's a lot of time saving involved in this. This is like the wave of the future, and I recommend artists start selling on these and getting your whole catalog on there, because I'm not selling them like a CD, like $8 to $10. I'm selling this for $100, and this thing cost me $5 to buy it from Walmart. And I will make a $95 profit on it when it sells. So this is the wave of the future right here. And I talk about that in my last video. But anyways, I got my point across. I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of creator videos that you guys might be interested in commenting. I'd love to talk to you guys about some of my stuff that I discuss. If you get in the comments and share your share what you got thinking about, what you got going on about my videos. I love to comment about some things, but sometimes it doesn't always show up on my YouTube notifications. They don't show up, so I kind of got to manually go through and look at my videos and see where someone commented, and then I can try to comment back. And kind of hard, but I could kind of figure it out. Sometimes I can kind of see where the comments are coming from, because it doesn't show me all my stuff on both my YouTube channel. It doesn't show me every time someone comments for some reason. But that's pretty much all I got. Let me think. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So, basically, I'm just gonna take it easy. Like I said, I'm gonna try to retire. I love making music, but I made so much. I made 900 songs now, and I don't have to I could kind of retire if I just run ads. I believe I can retire now because my numbers are gradually going up, and it's all organic growth that I have. So, it just takes a little time, but I believe that I could kind of retire at this point. I don't really have to make more albums, I don't think, but I will be interested in making more music, go back into my hobby stage of it, because I did a career thing out of it. Like I said before, I started out as a hobby, but then I kind of forced myself into making it a career over the 10 years that I was doing my music. It didn't happen overnight, and my recordings got better because that was my whole system was that Digimax i5, and that recording studio I showed you was my whole engineering, my mixing, my editing, all my software that I'm using, and just adding bass to the MP3 program, which you could type in Google and you can see exactly, add bass, wow, and then change pitch, wow. I didn't do anything other than that on all 900 of my songs. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun over the years. Met a lot of interesting people on YouTube. Got a few super fans along the way. No one's bought anything from me yet, but maybe they will eventually. So, my numbers start improving. I'll try to make more videos, give y'all some updates. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm kind of just retired at this point, and I don't really have too much more. My channels will take a long time to go through. If you're interested in watching a lot of different stuff that I have on there, from content to different music, you'll be interested in how I made some of my music, different techniques and kind of tricks you could do to get 100 views on your YouTube video, and then it goes into the algorithm once it hits 100. So you could do that yourself and save money. You don't have to really advertise that way, and you could get I forget the number of times multiplication of the growth you could get from doing that little 10. Oh, it's 10 times the growth. So once you get up to, you can multiply your growth by 10% once you get up to 100 views on each one of your YouTube video, because it goes into the algorithm. It sends it to 10 times more people. So once you hit 100, and you could do that yourself, if your video is on 80 views, you could watch it 5-10 times a day until it hits 100. And once it hits 100, it will go into an algorithm. But for more things like that, just tune into my playlist. It's called Creators, Good Topics to Talk About. So it's on there. It has 30-something videos in it. It's under the playlist, so you gotta scroll through. I know I got a lot of things on my playlist. It'll probably take years to go through both my channels on YouTube. But definitely sub me. It's been a lot of fun over the years. Met some very interesting people. It's been quite a blessing getting on here and blessing the mic every night, 2-3 times a day. Sometimes I'll be making songs. So it was a lot of fun. Looking forward to having more subs and more conversations with all the real people out there. You guys help me out too, if you believe it or not. Just a little support you gave me helped me better my quality of life and everything like that. So everything's appreciated when from the bottom, from the very bottom all the way to the top. It's very appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm one of those people that are on the very bottom. So everything's appreciated. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. And I'll still be grateful even if I hit the top. I'll be grateful of everything I have, even if I make it to the top one day, which I don't plan to. I just plan on having enough to retire from. But all right, guys, it's been a lot of fun. Website will be in the description. You can sub both my YouTube channels and follow me on all platforms. It's been a lot of fun. Take it easy. Dubitdown.